morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you and welcome back to The Peter Plan, playing once again as King Arthur, the Able of Avalon, Arthur Pendragon, as we continue our war against the New Frontier in order to get the last sector on, well, more or less what is close to us. Ooh, my daughter is becoming curious, which is minus intrigue, but I think it is... No, that gave her, yeah, that gave her plus intrigue, so minus intrigue I find a little bit on the opposite side. I think warn her about her unexpected dangers. Your daughter Guinevere is an inquisitive young girl. Just this morning she showed you some strange insects she found while crawling around the ventilation system. In a sense, I like curious people, don't get me wrong, but it's now countering to the cold. I don't like cold people, but... yeah, I really don't want to become neurotic. It seems that to do the trick. Guinevere is much more cautious now. You shouldn't run into any more dangerous situations in the future. That's a little bit too cautious. I don't know if I would state that, but cautious gave her more intrigue and less learning. That actually coincides with plus intrigue. Yeah, so her intrigue didn't go down. So her intrigue is now pretty decent. Confirmed, by the way, another event that happens more often, where we have like don't know what you mean by this, but okay. I guess this fleet is going to go up here and see what we can do about this fleet. He asks for money yet again. Starting to get a little bit annoyed with that. We also started to siege a lot slower. It seemed like in the beginning sieges were rather easy, and well, apparently people are building up their cities, which I'm not doing enough of actually. But the problem also is I have economic boom, which means it's so costly to build everywhere. And I have like something like, oh, we'll build there later. Oh, by the way, they don't have it. No, they actually don't. Alright then, these three could be built up a little. Let's spend some money finally on this. We haven't done that in a while. Fighter, command center, AI cores, pilot academy. We can't build these things yet, like tunnel factories for deep space stuff, which probably would make our troops move much faster, which wouldn't be bad. In fact, I think despite having here an economy boom, I am going to build. And that's Marine Quarters, Tunnel Factory. 250 bucks. It's a lot, but I'm going to spend it because, well, the economic boom is almost always here. So, let's spend that. 250. Oh. Yet another operation declared upon us. I think it's time to trap this fleet in between two things. Uh-oh. I think it's trying to sneak past us. Sticker, the 9th of May. That is easy for us to intercept. Hello. You're gonna be dead soon, just so you know. Oh, and that made this fleet turn around. Oh, hold on, hold on. Move in here, the 28th. They won't... The 1st of July, we're too slow. No, it's not appropriate. Thank you, though. I'm afraid that I will not try and woo the bisexual lady. I have already my heir in Guinevere, and that is a pretty good heir in the fact that he is strong and attractive. And that's pretty hard to get anything else out of it. So, we're going to fight over here, and the funny thing is that you're going into Camelot, and Camelot already has a destroyer ready to slow at least your advance a bit down. Voila. That is at least this operation 1. You have lost, dear. And we have built a tunneler factory. So now, finally, we should be able, next time indeed, to have also deep space fleets and to move around a lot quicker. That is excellent. And time to get messy. Merlin even. There we go. Trapping that fleet between several of ours. And we're gonna get extra aid. I assume we will win this. I would be surprised if not. We didn't take a jump gate penalty. But yeah, it seems like we are doing well. That is good. At the very least, I know that what doesn't work. Gain 1 marshal. Probably once again a placeholder for that. So it was all worth in the end. Odin beta test will be removed from King Arthur the Able. But we gain 2 marshal nonetheless. More or less we gain 3 marshal. That is amazing. We gain 3 marshal. Oh, cancel. Absolutely not do that. We gain 3 marshal for apparently events that are still, they are already there. They have placeholders, but they just simply haven't been fully typed out and fleshed out yet. But you can see that the mod makers have many more ideas and plans for this mod. So it's definitely a good grab. Oh, there we go. Harris died in the sector of Douglas. We will give you a little bit of our income. And you are married to this man. This sector system is so messy. But alright, so Harris will die out in favor of Shepherd. Well, perhaps it is then time to put the A in the right place, huh? Not yet, not yet. If perhaps I'm gonna get a lot of cries out, I may just put Shepherd in. But then again, perhaps people are very happy that Shepherd is going to be... well, for the lack of a better title, a Duke. I don't know what the actual title is, which is kind of bad actually, if you're considering the fact that I have been playing this mod now, but this is the 14th or 15th episode. So yeah, the 14th if I do that correctly. And you are going into Wayland. We're just gonna follow you. We're just gonna chase you, buddy boy. As we slowly siege here. And she will not accept until it is 100%. I am sure that. The amount of wars we are in is significant. And because each time we don't destroy a lot of troops, but they also replenish, we each time get a little bit of extra wall scores from all those battles. Hold on. Because now we get both event, I think, for my daughter and for my thing. Charles. Yeah, but I thought I saw also an event for my daughter. Oh. But he is radical, but we are radical as well by my knowledge, so we will say just the boy show spirit, not even looking at if the trait is good or bad. Just a boy show spirit. Here, well, and we are attacking yet once again. You know what? I think it is time. We are at war and our forces must be committed against the enemy. Which of our enemies should Fleet Admiral Andrew Collins of the Order of the Outlaw take a military campaign against? Our greatest military threat, or those within striking distance call it command center? There we go. 400 troops going her way, and she, well, our only army we know of, we are constantly pounding upon. So 400 troops should be enough for him to do something actually. And did he just call in allies? I think he just called in allies. I should look here. He called in allies. He called in my daughter. That is amazing. That means that they are facing about 1,000 extra troops who are just going to do their operation. That is just awesome. That is just awesome in my opinion. Does that also mean, however, no, he's still doing his thing. He's just sending out his own fleet to do his dirty business. Oh, we actually completely siege this down. Finally, no longer we have now -4 moral authority. Is moral authority just something for being long and war, constantly waging war, and people dislike that? I don't find such a mechanic weird, but it's more like, whoa, that are 14 destroyers. How many destroyers do we have? 63. We're fine. Attack. It's just like, oh, they're going to get extra destroyers. Maybe you want to take a look-see. If that is a smart play to attack there. 1,151 troops. And yeah, I guess we're going to siege this with this army. Block off the entry point, and hopefully then my fleet commander is going to go this way to Legacy. Oops, we insulted somebody, or actually one of my commanders did. Now they're going to Delphi. They're going to strike at least. And this is independent. Touchdown Prime is independent. Well, that is interesting. Where are you gonna go? Well, you're just sitting on Delphi right now. Alright. Fleet Commander, if you would attack that, yes, thank you, go to Franklin. And they are now going to Stacker. If he could constantly fight this wall, that would be interesting, if he manages to survive this. No, we don't need infiltration, thank you, we know enough of their borders. They seem to be actually, yeah, they seem to be losing. It seems like our fleet commander has enough power to constantly push out their little stacks, which should mean that he could actually do some good in this war for us and in his own war. He is not winning this very, very handsomely. It's like barely winning, but he is winning it. 2% in favor of the Fleet Admiral Andrew of the Avalon, Order of Avalon. Alright. She's now in Stacker and she's returning to Franklin. Ah, here's your money. And I think he's sieging this down. Alrighty then. Your son Charles has become a very modest and humble man. Do we mind? Well, he's not the heir. General opinion, people like that. But vassal opinion is high. Yeah, so vassals don't really like it, but... so actually we kind of want to make him to be proud. Oh, he's modest as ever. Because vassals dislike it. It's a higher general opinion, so outside the borders. But vassal opinion is -20, so in total it's a -10. But the other one was the other way around. I like that it makes it a little bit more complicated to understand the trait. But and I hope I read the trait right. But I do like that it is a little bit less straightforward. And that there are these subtleties there. That can be very, very nice. Oh, we just did a 100% wall squat on a thing that I didn't even was aware of that we were fighting. Ah, and now we've also sieged this down. Excellent. Perfect, perfect. Oh, the order of the Avalon Order is... Oh, they have declared yet another operation on me. I think this is a little bit... perhaps there should be a limit on that. Like only one per country or two? Two. Probably one might be a little too less for an interesting impact, but still, now it seems a little bit too much. She is surrendering. I am accepting this surrender. The question is, yes, his war is then also considered null and void. But he did help with sieging down a little bit. So I wonder, did you get a successful military operation? Not that I can see, but you did well nonetheless, in my opinion. And this is your daughter. Also cold. Interesting. But outgoing cold. Somebody that is... That seems a bit opposite of one another. It's, I know it's more about... hold on. Hold on. We have to give something away. I know it's cold and out is not the same. That's not its opposite trait. It's shy or something. No, what is it? The one with the blue ones. Because these are red. This is outgoing. And the other one is... our daughter has that, didn't she? No? Why do I constantly think that my daughter has that? Somebody else in the family? Oh, by the way, there's yet another daughter born, Patricia Pendragon. Nice name also. I like alliteration simply. Can't find it right now, but there is a trait that is the opposite of it. Now I wonder what the opposite is of cold again. Because you would consider that outgoing in a sense, but it isn't. I know. Yeah, I saw that trait not a long time ago. No, outgoing. Ah, here we go. Solitary. That is the opposite one of cold. Solitary. But cold, and then it should be probably is friendly. Friendly is probably the opposite, but friendly and outgoing go better together than outgoing and cold. But it's not impossible indeed. So we have Overlook now. Overlook. Let's see what we can do. And yes, of course, we had to restart the game because, well, I had to modify the save file in order to get Guinevere to be called Guinevere proper. I think that's your place of birth, but that's a really weird one. I'm going to give this guy some land. You're gonna get Overlook. Enjoy. And I'm going to say transfer vassalage of Overlook to you. And what does your name become? My man, Adams. Perfect. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Avalon. Now, with all just sectors fine and open, in the next war we are going to go for this one, the goal, and then from the goal we're going to go for Silhouette. So we will attack Gion, and then we might attack later on again for Lafayette. So that we have this sector also added to us. But Avalon is definitely growing in strength. And we should build more. I am going to actually build another tunneler factory. So now we have 12 galleys, because I don't really know what the transport capability is of one galley. But if it's 100 troops, then, well, 6 galleys won't help us much. So let's stand down the army. And yes, I also am aware that we have now... what? Shoot. Tarka lost all these provinces, but Tarka is now back under... Excuse me? Why are you all of a sudden part of the Empire again? How long has this been? Apparently very shortly, because you haven't changed yet. Oh, and you probably can never drift into it, because currently this is still in our hands, yes, but Tarka is back under the control of the Terran Republic. That is bad. The Terran Republic is slowly extending its grasp again. Oh dear, we may see at some point us saying, Terran Republic, we will become part of you as well, because currently, if at a certain point they decide, hey, we're going to attack Avalon, I wouldn't be able to stop them, and I can't expand anymore to the east. Tarka has been taken. It is only at the west that I can place my troops. Now that is a development I did not expect to see. Shoot! That's all about I have to say about that. Shoot! Well, I think... yeah, probably more destroyers, right? Destroyers seem the way to go. The Perseus class destroyer retinue. But we are also building, and building is also isn't bad. You know, we should build more. That's fort levels, and kind of mean more income if possible. Perhaps we have built already all those things? Nope, scout patrols. Scout patrols give more income, I remember that. Alright then. How many troops do we have on our command? 8,000 in total. Which half is our retinue. Now we can build up a little bit more retinue, but the Republic now has 15? 14.43. Not too bad. And the heir is this lady. Director Jinjun the Kind. Didn't she once revolt? I'm sure that she once revolt. Yes, she did. No, that's a different person. I thought she once revolted, but that is now currently the heir. Which will be interesting because she has the lines of a democracy, not of a republic. What will happen then? I do not know. That might actually be quite interesting to see, huh? To see what would happen if she would come to the throne. And how old are you? You on 62. Well, that we might just see somewhere down the line. And let's not forget also that, well, we are about to die. So there are certainly a few things coming our way. At least I assume we're about to die because we are 70. But perhaps in this modded version you can become up to 100 easily. But I didn't see that happening. By the way, what do you have? You have a cybernetic limb. Yeah, you lost one and you got a prosthetic and one for it. That's kind of cool. The individual analysis and empathy implant is a DNA cybernetic. Ooh, +4 diplomacy. Nice. I don't think I can take more things. We have Open Cybernetics menu. Yeah, we can't do that. Loser traits attractive, loser to trade strong. Absolutely not. Are you full cybernetic? No, you're not fully cybernetic. And how do you manage to get 2 implants? Still things to learn about this mod, and that is only good. You don't want everything to be just, simply clear. Oh, Patricia is now also the next heir after that. Alright, I understand. Charles Pendragon has been given a direct neural interface. I do it, so his mother must have done it. And Charles Pendragon becomes confident. I like that. And no, we had one. Very good. It is over. We are at peace. And with that, I say, I thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty.